Taiwan is a newly industrialized nation, and we see this because they have a high GDP per capita and high literacy rate. They also have a low infant mortality rate. Since they split off from China's government in 1949, they are still figuring out how to be a developed nation. The majority of their population is located on the northwest and south coasts of the island. Their population diversity is determined because of the placement of the mountains that stretch across the east side of the island.
Okay, the physical geography of Taiwan includes a lot of beaches from the bodies of water that surround Taiwan, and a lot of the bodies of water that surround Taiwan is the South China Sea, the Taiwan Strait, which is right here, the Luzon Strait, and the East China Sea. The terrain is fairly level on the whole west coast, which you can see in a couple of minutes. But the east coast is mostly mountains, which you can kind of tell because it looks really rugged. And then the mountain range that is present in the east is called the Chongyang Shanmo, and a couple of the major rivers in Taiwan are the Dahia River and the Kaoping River. And the Kaoping River is very shallow, but is one of Taiwan's largest and most used rivers, and it stretches over 171 kilometers of land. For the most part, Taiwan's climate is humid subtropical. The north part of this island is, for the most part, humid subtropical. And then the far south side of the island is savanna. And it is really a tiny amount of this climate, but it is there. And the reason that it is humid subtropical is mainly because it is an island and it is surrounded by water, which is also why they have a lot of moisture in their air and why there are so many green forests. And on average, Taiwan receives about 2,500 millimeters per year, and this is mainly due to the typhoons that strike them 3 to 4 times a year. And as you can see in this map, the majority of the island is covered in green, which is because of the forests that are there, which are mainly mixed coniferous and deciduous. And then on the drone videos, you can see that the island really is just covered in trees. And then in these areas over here, these are just where there are a lot of farmlands that just kind of are scattered all along the island. And then in other places, you'll see that there are some meadows and grasslands. And then lastly, there is a satellite picture to show that there really is just a whole bunch of trees and some beaches from where the rest of the island is. And that's it. Yeah.
A popular dish in Taiwan is mai fong. It is traditional main course, and it is completely pig intestines. They are usually served fried or in soup. A common snack or appetizer in Taiwan is zai long bo. These are broth-filled pork dumplings. A traditional dessert in Taiwan are hot sweet potatoes and a crispy sugar shell. This is called hot toffee sweet potato. A common drink found in Taiwan is apple or plum vinegar. This is a lot like juice. It tastes very similar to juice, and these come in all different fruit flavors, and they're very familiar to the Taiwanese people. Taiwan is made up of two main groups of people, Taiwanese and the Han Chinese. These groups, however different as they may be, live in harmony because of the beliefs in Confucius. They follow all of the traditions that go along with it and also use the traditions from the main religion, a mix of Buddhism and Taoism. These three things teach the people to live in harmony and to follow the path they are given. The people here are very in touch with nature, which is a huge indicator for the booming bicycling business and that radiates from the island.
Okay, for most of Taiwan's history, they belonged to China, and even though Taiwan did not agree with their government system, they were still forced to be a part of China. And then Taiwan tried to negotiate with the communist leaders, but it didn't work. And Taiwan ended up trying to leave, and they actually are still kind of a part of China, but they kind of run things the way they want to. They have a president, and they are actually placed under martial law for about 38 years, which is martial law is a military rule, and their human rights were abused. The government is a multi-party democracy, which is basically when different political parties have the opportunity to gain control of the government. And Taiwan's president is Ma Ying-jeou, and this is him. And